Hello mom, are you now wondering whether to breastfeed or bottle feed your baby? Well, you're not alone. In this video, I'm gonna share you my experience on both because my first daughter was direct breastfeeding and the second daughter was bottle fed and also breast milk fed too. So without further ado, let's get started. Well, in my experience on feeding my baby, whether it is breastfeeding or bottle feeding, there are several pros and cons in them. My first daughter, she was born in her due date, but my second daughter born in planned C-section. So there are so many things react differently in my body. The first one, because it is in my due date, so my breast milk was coming right after the C-section. But my second one, because it is a planned C-section, my breast milk wasn't coming out until the second or the third day after the surgery. If you consider to give your baby a direct breast milk, there is several pros and cons. In my experience, when the baby has a direct breastfeeding, they are calmer, especially in the night, because whenever they want to have feeding, they just need to latch on us, right? And also we don't need to wake up in the middle of the night and making milk and stuff. We just need to give them directly. And then the second one is you don't need to think much about the money to spend, especially because if you use a formula, you need to buy that obviously and you need to spend some money for that. But if you are breast milk, the money is not spent for the formula, but the money will be spent for your food. You have to have a large amount of food because when you breastfeed, you will feel hungry a lot. Bonding, because you put your baby close to you whenever you feed them, it's just the smell of your body, the sound of your heartbeat, it makes them calmer. Give it directly. The baby suction is different suction than pump. The baby can take more milk from your breast and make you feel more relieved. Now the cons for direct breastfeeding. The cons, as I experience, because the baby have to latch on us directly, right? Every single time. It decreases our mobility. So most of the time, because we have to feed the baby, then we have to sit or lay down and we can't go anywhere. Unless you are so skillful that you can wrap the baby while breastfeed the baby while you're doing all the house chores. But it wasn't the case for me. So I was so immobile when I direct breastfeed my baby. And some of mothers, they experience painfulness on their breast when they direct breastfeed to the baby. In my case, my first daughter, I wasn't feeling any pain that time. I didn't have any complaint. So for you that might choose direct breastfeeding, you have to know that some mothers experience pain, but some of them are not. So don't get scared of it. And the second cons, direct breast milk can be demanding by the baby, right? In my experience, my first daughter makes me as her pacifier. Whenever she feels unbalanced, so she will ask me, "Mommy, I want milk, mommy milk, mommy milk." Even if I cook, and she will whine, and it's just so stressful that time. So I have to stop everything I do and give breast milk to my daughter. Alright, next, for the bottle feeding. My second daughter, in her first 6 months, she has breast milk bottle fed. So she has breast milk but in the bottle for her first 6 months. I mean, the recommendation for the baby to get breast milk at least 6 to 2 years, right? So I just take the 6 months. Once she reaches 7 months, then I didn't give her anymore. The pro of using bottle is that you can share the time with others when it's time to feed the baby. So you can do anything you want while the father or the grandparents given the milk to the baby. 6 months exactly I gave her my breast milk. So I accumulate the breast milk in a bottle. Every time she has to drink, I will pour it accordingly to a bottle and warm it in the bottle warmer. If we forgot that bottle warmer was manual. So if we forgot that we warming up the bottle in the middle of the night, the milk will be so hot that she can't drink, and then we have to get the new one from the fridge, and we mix up that. It's just a lot of work in the middle of the night, especially. Also, if you use the bottle, you have to wash the bottle every single time after the baby has the milk, right? It's another work for you. And we have to boil the bottles every time. In the first 6 months, I pump. It's chargeable machine pump with 2 suction cups. And yeah, I used that for 6 months. And as my experience, pumping is not that making me happy at all. It is so tiring, exhausting. My back hurts. It is worse than direct breastfeeding. Even, as I said before, direct breastfeeding can make your baby demand you every time, but that is so much easier than if you have to pump. When I was in India, I saw some wireless, and you can just put it in your bra and you can go move here and there, but the suction from the review was not that good, and the battery was not, so it's just not worth it. That's why I didn't buy that. I pump every 2 hours, and then I pump every 3 hours, something like that, until the moment I have to stop giving her my breast milk. I just pump once a day. In that way, my breasts were not pain and having all of the side effect when you stop breastfeeding like that. I don't have that, so it's just feel empty, as natural as it stopped. After that 6 months of pumping and giving her the breast milk in the bottle, we shifted into formula till she was around 15 months. After that, milk, like whole milk in the cup directly. Also, the cons for the bottle, especially in the night. When you are in the middle of the night, sometimes baby needs to drink like 2-3 times in the night, and as I mentioned before, the milk will be too hot or something like that, and sometimes it's just too dark and too sleepy, the milk will fall or something like that can happen. That's another problem when you use bottle. That is my experience between both of those ways. If you are planning to give the baby breast milk, direct breast milk, but when your baby arrived, breast milk was not coming yet, I suggest you to not give your baby bottle directly, because once you give bottle, sometimes they are rejecting to latch to us. So instead of giving them direct bottle, you can give the baby with spoon, like the formula. That's fine, but use spoon little by little. That's what my mother-in-law does. The first I was like, what, how? Like that was really surprising for me, because I've never known that before. But now I understand. If you given the bottle directly, it's a big percentage that baby won't latch to you once you give the baby bottle first. Instead of bottle directly, you give with spoon, just little by little. Anyway, baby doesn't need much until your breast milk come out. You can Google or ask your doctor about breast milk booster. Just because you are not giving them the direct breast milk, it doesn't make you a bad mother. It doesn't make you a unqualified mother. Some things in life happen, then you have to find another way to make your baby as healthy as possible, right? And if you choose to give your baby breast milk, either it's direct or pump and given in the bottle, make sure you eat a lot, drink a lot, because you will feel so hungry, like you starve every time. You will gain weight. It doesn't matter. It depends on the mood too, okay? You eat and you drink a lot, but your mood is not good, you're stressful, then your body won't make the milk too. That's my experience. But if you choose to bottle fed your baby, don't be embarrassed, don't feel like you are bad mom. You are the best mom ever. You deliver your baby, the healthiest one, the cutest one. Feeding the baby with bottle is not a wrong choice. So yeah, I think that's all for this video about choosing either direct breast milk or bottle fed. Those the pros and the cons for those options. If you guys also having the same experience as me, please comment below, let me know your story. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!